Welcome to 4th and 3 with your host, my dad.
All right, what's going on, everybody? We got a new format. It's called 4th and 3. All right, buddy, you can sit with me. 4th and 3. So what we're going to do each week now is we're going to highlight the top 3 teams of the week and the three crappiest teams of the week. So we're going to start off with the 3 crappiest teams. Now, I saw one thing the 3 worst teams had in common this week, and it was that all 3 of them picked really bad players and just did not put really good teams together. That's what I found was in common. So we're going to start off with a boner. And once again, a bonus team did not give anyone a boner. Better this week than last week. He didn't pick Abdullah. What are you doing? Stop doing that. But what he did, a big mistake this week was Abona took 2 tight ends. And I'm going to talk a little more about why it's not a great idea to play 2 tight ends in daily fantasy. But like I said, we'll talk about that a little later. Next up, second crappiest, worst team was Foy. And Foy is a big-time Jets fan, which it's okay being a Jets fan, but you don't want to be a homer in DFS, especially when your team is as bad as the Jets. So he decided to take Zach Wilson, and I think we all knew how that was going to work out before it even happened. So that's why Foy was in 26th place. And in 25th place was our man Hank, who had a really good team last week, had a good year last year, but put a really bad team together this week, lowlighted by Rashee Rice. And the big mistake there was Hank missed some other really good value wide receivers like Jaden Green and Nico Collins, just to name a few. So those are our 3 worst teams of the week. Congratulations, guys. You get nothing. You just get made fun of a little bit. All right, now our 3 top teams. Again, this is called 4th and 3. All right, so we're highlighting top 3, bottom 3. Now for the top 3, Lady Glitter Sparkle, my wifey. Great pick. She picked Christian McCaffrey. The reason McCaffrey was such a strong pick this week was with Eli Mitchell being out and the Niners had a really good team total, CMC was going to get a lot of usage, a lot of carries, a lot of passes. So he was a really strong pick. She also had a great pick with Keenan Allen, who some people think he's too old, but he's not, clearly. And with Eckler out, Keenan Allen was going to get all those short yardage passes that Eckler would normally get. So Keenan had a big week because of that. Next up, second place was Parr. Parr took me over late, and I loved it. I love Parr taking Goff and pairing him up with Josh Reynolds and not Amon-Ra. Now, St. Brown had a great game, but Reynolds was one of the better values in the whole slate. That was a great pick. Big mistake by Parr, though, and he would have won. He did what Abona did, was he took 2 tight ends. And the problem with taking 2 tight ends is inherently tight ends are going to score less than running backs and wideouts, unless they're Travis Kelce. So by taking that second tight end, what Parr did was he overlooked a guy like Nico Collins, like Josh Reynolds, like Jaden Green, those wide receivers who are going to get a lot more usage, targets, than a tight end's typically going to get. So that was Parr's big mistake, and I don't think he's going to make that mistake again because he's a good guy, knows what he's doing. And third place was me. My theme this week was taking guys that were in good spots to bounce back. So I talked with Meathead and Mini Meat, also known as General V, and Was the Matta. And I talked about taking DJ Moore, Christian Kirk, and T. Higgins. 3 guys that had really bad week ones, especially T. Higgins. He didn't have any points. But these are legit guys, and they were due for a bounce back for one reason or another, whether they didn't get any targets or they didn't catch any of their targets. So that led me to a really good team, even though I missed on my running backs. So that's going to do it for today. 4th and 3, top 3 teams. Congrats, Glitter Sparkles and Parr. Crappiest 3 teams. Sorry, Abona, Foy, and Hank. Look for the link in this email to next week, and we're out of here. Say goodnight.
What place am I in?
You're in no place. You're not in the league, pal.